we are walking to the metro. Maybe I'll show you. We'll go into Medellin. It doesn't take a long time. Hopefully I don't get mugged. I am walking around with a pretty, here it's considered a pretty nice camera. It's a Sony a6000. I know in the United States this is probably like the lower class of the Sony family of the Sony cameras, but here it's actually worth quite some money. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see if I can point something out. Look at the sidewalk on the other side of the street. You see those stubs? Like I don't see that. I don't see that in my city, you know? You could just trip over that and it gets so much worse. I was walking at night last night and the sidewalk just disappeared. It literally disappeared. If you're not constantly looking at the ground, you might get in trouble. You might get hurt. And never mind, and I have not had a single beer or anything to drink the 2 weeks that I've been here. For some stupid reason, I told myself I wasn't gonna drink either. No drugs, no alcohol for at least the first month of being here. Another thing is businesses are just all over the place. They might not be labeled, but it's just very obvious. It's very clear that it's a business. We just passed a dealership. I'm just walking down the street. I don't really want to stop anywhere and start recording. I don't know how people are here about recording their faces and their business. I know in America, anything that's visible in the public, you can record and it's fair game, but I don't think that's the case here. Do you hear the noise? Do you see everything going on? This is why I don't get high. There's just so much already going on. It's already entertaining enough. You know, every single day it's sunny, it's nice outside. I don't know. I don't have a need for it. Look, just these things sticking out. You know, you could just walk into it. Oh, it gets so much worse. I can't wait to show you guys. There are a lot of dogs. That's another thing. That's another reason why you should just be looking at the ground constantly, is because dogs roam around. So that means they poop. They just poop on the sidewalk. Sometimes their owners aren't around or there's no one to pick it up. So you know, just be careful you don't step into fresh dog shit. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else. Again, I'm squinting my eyes away because I don't have my contacts in, so I'm trying to focus on what it is that I'm looking at really. Where I'm staying at my Airbnb, I'm actually in a pretty good spot. It is kind of loud at night, but that's just the common theme here. I mean, it's just party every night, it seems like, you know. There's no noise ordinances, like police aren't going to come because someone's got a loudspeaker. That's just accepted here. That's part of the culture, which I kind of like, you know. If you bring a family and you're trying to sleep every night, you know, just do your reviews, research, and make sure you're not staying in a place where it's across the street from a club or a bar or, you know, where people are drinking. But this is a busy street. That's what I like about it. That's why I'm here. Crossing streets are it's like a chicken crossing the road. That's, again, you know, it's the way. Look, some streets have these crosswalks. So right now it's red, so I'm just gonna stay at the curb. And even when they're there, even when they're installed, some people ignore them. Like if there's no cars coming, and this goes for pedestrians and vehicles. If there's no one coming, like right now, I'm just gonna cross. I'm just gonna cross the street. That's just what people do here. I think it's crazy, but I don't really want to stick out too much, so I cross the street when I know I can. If you know you can make it, then you can make it. I would say Colombia is really cheap. Most of the things are cheap to buy, to purchase. Clothes, food, definitely, drinks, beer, stuff like that. The only thing that's not cheap or it's more expensive is anything related to a vehicle. Anything related to a vehicle and technology. So this camera is especially expensive. Anything that you are driving on the road that has a motor in it that's burning petrol is going to be expensive. Registering it, a plate, the actual vehicle itself. I had a 2007 Toyota 4Runner in Salem, Massachusetts. I sold it for $6,500 before I came here. Look, they have soccer here. It's just soccer. Even basketball courts. they play soccer on the basketball courts, which I think is pretty cool. I might pop into a league and just ask them if anyone can teach me how to play soccer. I've never played in my life, and if I have, it's been a long time. I speak Spanish. I'm speaking to you guys in English because obviously I'm making a video for anyone who wants to come here from the United States. So I'm kind of getting looked at weird because I have a freaking camera and just speaking in English, but whatever, I'm doing this for you guys. I hope you guys get something out of this. You're gonna have a lot of street vendors just selling things, anything. People will come up to you even if you're not looking for anything to buy, just to see if they can sell something, you know? There's a lot of poor people here. Look, that's a green light for me. So I didn't really look at the road and I just crossed. What was I gonna say? I forgot. This is the reason why I just can't smoke. I don't get high here. There's just way too much going on. There's way too much, and I'm just walking. Never mind being on a motorcycle or being in a car. I'm just walking, and there's just too much going on for my personal consumption. So that's that. Back to vehicles. So I sold my 2007 4Runner for $6,500. It had 233,000 miles, okay? I had it for, I don't even know how many years. I put well over 100,000 miles into it. I love that thing. But just to give you a reference, selling that same car here would be like $20,000, okay? $20,000 worth of money. So whatever you know, if you translate it into pesos or whatever, it'd be 20 grand. So just to give you an idea of how expensive vehicles here in Colombia. And if you do your research, you know, most people are gonna tell you just don't even buy one. Before I came here, I was seriously considering. I also have a motorcycle. A lot of the traffic here are gonna be motorcycles, mopeds, just two-wheeled vehicles. I have a 2008 Honda CBR 600RR. It's the graffiti edition. If you guys know what that is and you know what it is, I love that bike. It's rare. And I wanted to bring it here, but it is such a pain, especially if you don't have what they call a cédula. A cédula is like a license. It's like something that you need to drive. And if you don't have that, then good luck. Good luck driving a vehicle around here. But the good news is everything is super walkable. Everything's really, you know, it's just entertaining to be out here. There's nothing boring. And I mean, and it's not because it's Sunday. You could be out here on a Monday, Tuesday, on a, you know, anywhere, you see you got people talking. Any day of the week, and I don't know, this guy just distracted me. What was I saying? Yeah, it's just like this every day of the week. Every day of the week. This is the market I was at yesterday. Food is super cheap. I mean, you eat like grocery shopping, especially. You know, restaurants are, anywhere you go, if you're going out to eat, it's gonna be more expensive. But I mean, even going out to a nice restaurant in Medellin, it cost me like 60,000 pesos. Again, I'm not drinking, so maybe it's a little more if I had a couple alcoholic drinks. It's just super windy today. I hope you guys can hear me fine. But it was about 60,000 pesos, which I think that translates to like, I don't know, $10, $15, like no more than $15 to go out to a nice place. Generally speaking, if you're not in Medellin, in the center of it all, you can get a plate of food for like $5. And I mean, and that's a good plate of food. Maybe the next video I'll make, I'll take you to one of my favorite breakfast spots and show you what that's like. Make sure that this is still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. This right here is called Puerta del Norte, which is like a mall. It's actually a pretty nice mall compared to the area that they have here.